So let's begin up with our opening keynote address that is coming post-lunch. The topic is very interesting and we are discussing since morning, and we have another topic, leading with AI, leadership insights on driving successful AI transformation. We already have one of our keynote speaker, Semih Kumluk, Head of AI and Digital from PwC. Can we have a big round of applause for him? So over to you, Dr. Semih.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. How was lunch? Anyone feeling heaviness? Did you try Ali? It's my best, really. It's my favorite. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I'll make it quite dynamic, so you won't be left alone to sleep or to, any kind of signs of fatigue even. Okay, I know we have been talking a lot about AI, you have been hearing about AI, but I will approach it a bit differently. I won't talk much about what is it, what we need to know, but how do we approach it in terms of change management, in terms of some implications, some further implications. So I will try to unlearn and relearn some of the stuff that we are quite used to. Anyone heard the story of Choluteca or Choluteca Bridge? One person only. So what is wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this bridge? It is not sitting on top of the water. Yeah, and one more flow. There are no roads to complete it, to connect it, right? Yeah. Originally, it was a normal bridge, actually. The river was flowing under the bridge, and there were roads connected to it. But this is in Central America. All the tornadoes, all that big storms in the Americas. So one of it hit this and it faded away. It wiped out all the roads, everything. It even changed the course of the river, but the bridge was made by Japanese. Japanese? Anybody driving a Toyota here? So Japanese quality stood still. But does it make sense? Can you be proud of your bridge standing here, sitting on top of nowhere, without any roads, any connection? So when everything is changing around us, when everything is disrupted around us, we cannot be proud of anymore of our quality, of being solid, strong, etc. I'll show you some technological products, innovations from history. I would like you to guess how many years it took them to reach 50 million users, okay? Airlines, after the first commercial flight, how many years till 50 million users? Just guess, please. 30 years? 10 years? 35? 20? A bit longer? 64 years. 64. I believe the first flight was 1909, so it took a while. Okay, next one. Telephone. How many years? Until 10, 20, 25, 50, 7 or 70, 80, 50 years. So you got the clue, it's getting shorter. Then mobile phones. This is smartphone, I know, but back old Nokia, Ericsson, all that. Mobile phones. How many years? 10, 15, 5 only. Okay, you are getting closer this time. 12, like the average of all of you. Then WhatsApp. I know there are many, but I'm pointing on WhatsApp. WhatsApp, how many years? 50 million downloads. One only 6 months? 1 year. 1 year, 6 months? Around 1 year. It should be 1 year. And finally, Pokemon Go. It was extremely popular in around 2016. Launch day only. Just 1 day, 1 month, 2 months, 16 days. You got the idea. So we started with 64 years, ended with 19 days. So now we need to find our way how to navigate through this disruption. I would like to use the term disruption here. The things are changing too fast. I have one good news, one bad news for you. Which one you would like to hear first? Bad. Why it's always bad? Always, whenever I ask this question, without exception, always bad. Okay, bad news is that this speed of change will be the slowest that you see today until the end of your lives. That 16 days will become 16 hours, 16 minutes, maybe 16 seconds. I'm exaggerating a little, but it will be faster. So you need to adapt more. But the good news is that since you were born, this is the fastest change you are experiencing. So we found a way to adapt, especially I believe all of us been through Nokia, those then Samsung phones, then maybe BlackBerry, and all iPhone period. So we need to speed it up. We need to speed it up in the rest of our lives. Did you hear the term IQ? You know IQ, not this one. IQ, the common intelligence quotient. EQ, emotional. What do you think AQ stands for? No, not that. I wish, as a fan of AI, something related to what we have been discussing. Adaptability quotient. So it is one of the emerging both individual and organizational skills. When you see a new innovation, ChatGPT, like it was launched 2 years ago, etc., how quickly you are learning it, how quickly you are adapting the way you do your work by using it, it is becoming more and more important, both at the organization and individual level here. And I call this AI-driven transformation, putting AI to the center, being AI first, enabling. We have many fancy words, AI-driven, AI-enabled. I call it AI-powered or AI-enabled workforce. So these innovations, these solutions are not for only a few people, are not for only IT, not only for top management, etc. How can we enable or power everyone to use AI? Not only going from paper to digital, but how do we go AI first? Around 10 years ago, we had the mobile first approach, if you remember, in the website design, UX, etc. Now, I call it AI first. There are many drivers behind it, but of course, with the newest tools, with generative AI tools, productivity is turning out to be one of the key business drivers. Time saving. Empirical studies say around 40% time saving in average. Who wouldn't want to complete their tasks with 40% time saving? So it's like 5 hours working per day. Inshallah. My wish is we will generate the same economic output, we will get the same salaries but work less hours. Or the 4-day work week is actually getting more and more possible. We are getting more closer thanks to these solutions. Basically, we cannot deny. Anybody speaks Chinese here? No one? Anyone? No one? No one? So this is the word. These two symbols are equivalent of the word crisis in Chinese. Disruption is crisis to many people if you cannot adapt. But in Chinese, the symbols individually mean danger and opportunity. For those companies adapting to the technology or are the drivers, innovators of these tools, like the OpenAI company. What is the most valued company in the world now? NVIDIA. NVIDIA is like generating the chips or processors for those companies. So if you just take the wave, if you navigate the right way, it's a great opportunity. That's my point here. And how we can even take it further. Even being able to catch up with all these innovations is really not easy. There are some funny caps about it, like old people saying, it's easy, I don't get old, etc., etc. I might have got some white hair because of that, but how do we even foresee that one? I will have a point about it later on. The researchers, our surveys say that 80% of the efforts, transformation offers fail because of ignoring people. We invest in technology, we look at the processes to transform, but we don't ask people. We don't check which tool they want to use. What is the easiest way for them to adapt, for them to change, for them to transition their operations, their ways of working, etc. And with these tools, actually, it changed. AI, machine learning was more for technical people. You had to develop algorithms, you had to develop all those solutions in Python, then move to production. But now, ChatGPT democratized that access. So we have more opportunities to lead with AI, more opportunities to achieve better digital transformation results. Who is now a resident in Dubai, in UAE here? Okay, around half. So when I say data is the new oil, these people understand me better, knowing the importance of oil to the economy, but I think all of you have an idea. You might have heard this quote, but this is not the full version of the quote. The full version of the quote is, if data is the new oil, AI is the new electricity. From an angle, data is an asset, is power, is valuable, but AI is the best way, best means to burn that oil, to process that oil, to transform data into insights. So having data, all companies are collecting good amounts of data, but how many companies are really utilizing it? Extracting insights, automating some decisions based on what is learned, what is extracted from the data. Anyone is aware of the Japanese art called kintsugi? One delegate? Only one? 2? 3? Kintsugi is bringing the broken pieces of something together by using gold. I say AI is the gold here, especially from some kinds of conflicts, sometimes clash, some kinds of silos between IT and business, or within business departments as well, but bringing together, coming together around AI solutions, or using AI as the denominator, I believe is allowing us. Okay, let me give you another disruption story. Did you hear the story of invention of chess, game of chess? Anyone knows? It was, I think, invented somewhere between Iran, Mongolia, somewhere in between in that region. So there was this Shah, the king, emperor, who was bored. It's the worst thing in the world, the king being bored. And he wanted some kind of entertainment. They made all the announcements, okay, king is bored, come present your game, play, etc. Everybody came, shortlisted, and this guy presented the game of chess, and king was, okay, it's making me think and it's making me entertain. I like this. I like this game, I like this guy. He's asking his companions, give him whatever he wants. And they're asking the guy, king, like your game, what do you want? He said, I'm a modest guy, I don't want much. I want one piece of wheat. You know wheat crop? One wheat in the first square of chessboard, double in the second square, double, next square, double, next square, double, next square, double, double, double. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Just fill the board like this. I don't want anything else. My question to you is, how many kilograms of wheat he is actually requesting? Just guess. Hundreds of tons. Another guess? Just guess. 2 to the power of 64, something. Trillion. Whew. He actually demanded 500 billion tons of wheat. It's equal to the biomass of the world. It's equal to the total weight of all living creatures on Earth. But why you couldn't predict it easily? Because our minds is better at linear thinking. We are not good at exponential thinking. And the developments in AI are exponential. Would you agree? Yes. So we need to put extra effort to catch up, extra effort to utilize, to transform ourselves, to utilize the newest technologies, newest innovations, developments. Anyone has the superpower to read this? Anyone here? No Superman? Yeah, I'm not expecting, just I'm making a point. This is non-comprehensive list of machine learning AI data solutions. Abbreviation, machine learning AI data is mad. It's really going mad. How many logos do you think are here? These icons, these tools in AI. How many logos you think on my slide? 300? 2,000? 1,000? 500? Just above 2,000. If I ask you, how many AI tools you know? How many data tools you know? You can guess maybe 10. Maybe if all of us together we can guess 20. There are 2,000 tools available. Again, another motivation to have the curiosity to trying to adapt to these innovations. Thanks to AI, now it is helping you how to set your strategy, how to adapt to AI as well. You can use ChatGPT, how I can use you in my work, defining your role, your background, etc., etc. So please, there are many good ways, many use cases which I believe many people are not utilizing. So please push yourselves a little bit to utilize at least ChatGPT to begin with and other tools in your work as well. I'm not going to go into details of responsible AI, but I'm sure most of you are aware of the risks and challenges, ethical issues, hallucinations when it comes to these tools. Also, we have this responsible AI first mindset. When you start an AI project, how do you set all these things? How do you think about governance first? Because this is a very new area. The standards, regulations are not there yet. It's not like banking. Do you know the first example of banks when they were seen? First bank in the world? Around 500 AD. There were some tents for exchanging money, borrowing, lending money. So banking is a 1,005-year-old industry, and it is currently the most regulated industry, I would say. AI is just a few years old, so we need to be a bit cautious here. Why? At the end, in return of the economic contributions, we predict AI will contribute $16 trillion to the world economy by 2030. To give you the idea, it's equal to China and India combined today. When you start early, you get more from this $16 trillion. So, what you should do, what you can do, and how AI itself, again, can help you. When you develop a product, especially we are talking about digital products here, by AI, it becomes a better product, right? It is getting better recommendations, understanding customer, interacting better. Better product attracts more users. More users generate more data. And I told you data, oil, AI, electricity. more data leads to better AI solutions. When you enter, actually, it's a very good, nice cycle that it's feeding itself, but you should have the leadership mindset to enter this cycle. And my recommendation is to go for citizen-led innovation. Provide awareness to your employees to the capabilities of AI, what AI can do, what AI cannot do, what are the use cases in your industry, and ask them to list the problems for AI to solve. Then the pilot projects are extremely important to get the ROI, to show the return to the stockholders, to the management, to the board. And then some people, some of your employees will go the extra mile. You should recognize them. You should incentivize. And that 2,000 tools, you need to constantly keep an eye. What's going on? What can I do? What others are doing in my industry, in tech industry, etc. And when it comes to making people use more AI, do more AI-driven things, we can go to Fox. Fox is a social scientist, his behavior model. He's saying that people's behavioral change are triggered by their ability and motivation. Ability like their skills. If they have low skills and low motivation, they won't do anything. You need to cross this line. And he's also saying the best point to cross the line is here. Still low skills, but enough motivation to cross the line. Communication is very important here. As leaders, are you setting the right example? Are you sharing the importance, emphasizing the importance of being more AI-driven, navigating the disruption with your people, with your teams? And again, we are talking about disruption here, not the candles. In terms of change management, you might be familiar with top-down, bottom-up approaches, etc. I say we don't have time for these approaches. We should go for wildfire approach to change management. You know how wildfires are spreading? How we can spread the same enthusiasm around AI. And I'm suggesting 3-layered structure when it comes to an AI-driven organization. We have the center of expertise, usually under ITs. These are the machine learning engineers. Then for all the employees, we have the data literacy, AI literacy, access to tools and data. And in between, we have the technical, a little bit analytical people. We call them citizen data scientists. We call them HR analytics teams, etc. Translators between them and being able to deploy some solutions in their business departments. And there should be a sponsorship in the C-level as well, overseeing these efforts. Making culture, this change management, is the most difficult part. So leadership is having a bigger responsibility here. You might be asking, if you are from IT background, we have all these things, operations, legacy systems. I have a solution for you. We call this bimodal IT. When you're managing your ongoing operations, still serving the legacy systems, how do you create a small team, another team, who are experimenting with the emerging technologies? Two-speed IT, we also call it. One is managing the current operations, one is moving a bit faster, trying, experimenting with the new ones. There are some desired skills for the expert level AI engineers, some mathematics background, using technology, and also they should understand the business as well. They should be able to interpret the data. Is this prediction, is this solution right? Is it serving the right way rather than just performance management, accuracy results, etc. And I certainly believe at any level, leadership level, strategizing with AI, technical expertise, and awareness, upskilling will be one of the keywords, popular words, we will talk more in the near future. Michelangelo said this at age 87. So if you are the leader, if you are a CIO, CTO, it's not the end for you. Maybe your role will emerge into CAIO. Did you hear that? Now Dubai government has a chief AI officer in every government authority. They assigned more than 20 chief AI officers recently in Dubai, led by Crown Prince Sheikh Hamdan. And my final message is my first one, adaptability. It's not only managing the technology, it's not only using, but how do we adapt both ourselves and our organizations to using, to innovating, and to transforming by using these tools. Thank you very much for your time and interactions with me. I really enjoyed the session. I would like to thank one more time DigitalConfex Ayush for having me, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
So can we have a big round of applause for Dr. Semih? So any one question from the floor? We can take only one question. Any lucky one question? Okay, we have a lucky guy.
Thank you for the presentation. I really liked the flow of the information.
Thank you.
I think it's a hard question, but I want to share this with everyone.
Yes, please.
AI now became a must in our life, which is totally understand, respect. The idea that till today we don't see, or maybe I don't see, maybe someone else sees something. One of the big guys, especially maybe big five or big vendors, they are taking AI as a sponsor of education or sponsoring of AI adaptability and education. For example, there is no official curriculum for basic understanding of AI for kids and for adults or for entrepreneurs or for normal peoples without going to the advanced tech staff and terminologists. And that has to be wide. I remember that was the ICDL certificates, the International Computer Driving License.
Yeah.
I wish I see international or AICDL.
There is AI driving license.
Yeah, but now started, but it's a pretty small. I don't see big guys like Amazon, Microsoft, someone big that's sponsoring this as an idea. I just want to have an idea of this.
They are mainly promoting their solutions. If you go Microsoft, you see a lot of Azure
being an
AI
independent
solutions.
information provider. That's the second part of the question.
AWS is promoting using their cloud, or NVIDIA is promoting using their hardware. They are seeing it as a commercial solution as well. Yeah, I agree. Any other questions? Do we have time? No?
All right. So can we have a big round of applause for Dr. Semih? So thank you for a wonderful presentation.
Thanks.
I would like to invite Mitali to present certificate of participation to Semih. Give a huge round of applause for Semih.